Hello everyone, welcome back to Purple Zinnia Creations. In today's video, I'm just going to discuss a little planner dilemma that I'm kind of having right now. And so in my past videos, I told you that I had been using the Hobonichi since last year in July. So for this year, January through June, I've been using the Hobonichi. Well, when Sterling Ink came out with their A5, I decided that I would use the common planner in the same size, and I would use the half year. I got the undated, I put it all together, dated it, fixed it all up, and decided that that was what I was going to use for the rest of this year. Well, if you remember also in my past video, I said that I was kind of thinking about getting standard traveler notebook size notebook just to kind of play around, see if I like that size. Well, after I got everything set up here to start for July, I decided when Sterling Ink, they're doing their pre-order right now, as everybody knows. So I was going on, I was looking at all of the products, and I decided that I may want to do, instead of the A5 next year, I wanted to do the standard TN size. Well, when she was talking about all the sizes and stuff, you know, before the pre-order actually opened, I kind of commented on one of the posts that she had, and I said, will there be a standard TN size? And she said yes. So I got all excited and I thought, alright, I'm just going to use the A5 for the rest of this year, and then I'm going to do standard vertical weekly TN size for next year. But I was under the impression that there would be a half year version. So when all of this came out, as you know, there is no half year choice. You only can do half year in A5, B6, and A6. So I was like, I don't think I really want the full year, you know. And then after further looking at it, I was like, well, I'm just not sure what I want to do. And another thing is she changed the covers. So I got the undated, you know, this year, and I just put this cover, I had this cover picked for what I was going to use for the rest of the year. I thought it was cute with this, because I like this mauve color, and I love the cover. I love the thickness and the color, the feel, everything. So, as you know, when she came out with the new covers for this, for 2024, and I started looking at everything, I don't really like the floppy the leather or notebook covers or whatever. So she said, you know, for this year, I think the first notebooks or the first planners she made, people complained because the covers weren't sturdy enough. So then she came up with, you know, this option, which I didn't get in on the first round, which is why I got the undated. But when she came up with these, and the cover's real sturdy, you know, that was great for me. Well, then she said for 2024, since people then kind of complained about these covers and wanted more, people liked the first round, I guess. So she was going with a more like squishy, flexible cover. I don't really care for that. And so I was looking at the other options, you know, and all of the leather, like the black cover, the blue mist or whatever it is, and the caramel, they're all that pebbly leather. And so I don't really care for that. And even though I like the color, the blush color, I love the color, but I'm not a fan of the Saffiano type, the texture. So the only one that she really had that texture wise that I kind of liked was the dark green. But it was like, okay, now I like the kind of the texture, but I don't like the flimsier book, and I wasn't gonna get the green. So anyways, I got kind of looking around and I came upon the Papertess Designs, which of course they're out of Germany. I've never ordered from her, and I wasn't real familiar with what she had going either. So I got on her website and I started looking around, and I decided she just had a pre-order as well. So her pre-order is for standard TN. She has like the traveler's notebook booklets. So like you can get the monthly, the weekly, and then she has like a blank notebook so you could use for dailies. And that would basically be essentially the same setup as the Hobonichi. So, you know, since you had each, you know, you could get each of the books, but you could, you know, still have your monthlies, your weeklies, and then your dailies. So I decided I was going to place an order and get those books, those booklets, and I'm going to put it in a traveler's notebook, which means I really don't need this now. I'm still going to I'm going to find a use for this. I'm going to do something with this. I don't know what just yet. And I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get my order from Papertess, because like it just shipped, I think today, or well, she did the printing label today. And so I'm going to kind of write everything in here as I normally would, and then when I get those booklets, I'm going to put them in a traveler's notebook, and I'm going to transfer all that information over, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with this. It's just a half year, and you know, daily blank pages I can use for a lot of things, so not really worried about that. But I do have to wait until those booklets come in. So having said that, I also went ahead and bought from Papertess Designs the full year standard TN undated. And the reason why I did that is because I watched her videos too, I watched other people's videos, and I decided that I liked her covers. They're more like the, you know, like this, like really thick cardstock, like the Hobonichi. So I thought, okay, so I'm not certain that I want to use that size. It's going to be a trial run for the rest of this year with the traveler's notebooks, the single books. And I thought, okay, I'm going to use that, right, for the rest of this year. And then next year, if I decide that I want to use the full year traveler's notebook, I have it and it's undated. But if I decide I don't like that, or I want to stay with the booklets and not the full year, whatever it is, because I'm not sure she's going to order those or offer those booklets next year. But either way, you know, in planner in the planner world, January, I know next year, that's only 6 months away, but in the planner community, I could change my mind 10 times between now and then. I change my mind all the time. So I use something for a while and then I go, okay, I'm gonna try this. So like I said, I used to be, I did Happy Planner. I have several years worth of Happy Planner, and I, used other things, or I might have used the Happy Planner plus, whatever else. But for the last year, solid year, starting July last year till now, I used the Hobonichi. And again, I like the Hobonichi except for, all the quotes, and it's kind of wasted space, which is why I went with the sterling ink. So anyway, I just decided not to order from sterling ink because I really don't know what I want to do for next year. And if I do end up, like I said, liking the standard TN size, then maybe Papertess, I either have the option of using that undated full year, or maybe booklets if she does those again, the individual books. But we'll just have to wait and see on that. So that's my little planner dilemma for right now. So anyways, so this Hobonichi is done. The 6 months is over, so I've enjoyed using it and everything, but the coming year I'm not gonna get Hobonichi. The only thing that would have made me go ahead and choose to use sterling ink for next year would have been if she would have offered the standard TN size in half year. Because I really like the half year. I don't know that I like the that thickness of the whole year in one book. I really I don't know. I haven't done that before, so don't know. But anyway, I just couldn't justify buying her version because it's, for one, the cover, which I could probably overlook that part, but I couldn't see spending the money on a dated planner, not knowing for sure if I'm going to use it. Whereas with the Papertess, if I use it next year, that's fine. If not, it's undated. I can use that anytime, any year. So I look at that as, not wasted. And then two, I know you can always sell stuff, or you usually can. There's usually someone out there that will buy off of you, because maybe they didn't order at the time or didn't make up their mind. I don't know. Anyway, so of course 2024, a lot of the planner community, planner designers, companies, they don't even have their product out for next year. We don't even know. Something new, something, that we haven't even seen yet could very well come out. Who knows? So I just couldn't justify spending the money on the sterling ink for that reason. But I do love the sterling ink notebooks. I do. And there's no problem. I have no problem with the company. And as a matter of fact, I still want one of her half year the half year standard TN blank note or grid notebooks. I still want one of those with the cover like this. So I may buy that too. But anyway, so that's my little story for what I'm doing. I've got the January through June Hobonichi wrapped up. I'm probably just probably won't order a Hobonichi again unless they make some serious changes, taking the quotes and stuff like that off, which also they haven't shown their products for 2024, this might have been the year that they listened, and they might have blank pages. Who knows? You never know. But anyway, so wrapping this up for now, I need to go ahead and decorate this up a little bit. I just haven't done it yet. Decorate this up for a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and use this until my Papertess order gets here, and then I'm going to transfer everything into the TN notebooks. I'm going to start using Traveler's Notebook for right now. I've used them before, so I don't have a problem with, you know, using that again just to try out the size and stuff for the rest of this year. And like I said, I'll find something to do with this. It's not that big a deal. I'm not going to let this be wasted. So that is pretty much it. And in my last real quick, in my last video I mentioned One Book July. Watched the video from Romney, and she said that basically there's not an official One Book July this year. There is no challenge. They're not collaborating and doing this whole thing like they usually do, because they're all busy with other things, and that's understandable. So again, I mean, when I get the booklets for the Traveler's Notebook, I guess a Traveler's Notebook is considered one book. Some people, I guess, would consider that one book, even though it's different books in a book. I don't know. Anyway, but there's no challenge this year, so I guess it doesn't completely matter. She said, you know, just if you want to do One Book July, just, there are no rules, just do what you want to do. So anyway, but there is Junk Journal July, and I just this evening decided that I was gonna make a little junk journal with some cardstock that I had, and I put this together, and there's too many pages. I haven't bound it yet. I did staple it, or tried to staple it. I thought it would work, and then I would just trim these edges, but it's too thick. So I have some work to do on that. I'm gonna try to do Junk Journal July. It may not be to the T, but again, even over at Meg Journals, she's the one that's kind of coordinating everything with Junk Journal July. She said the same thing. You know, there's really no rules, and I probably won't make, I'm not gonna do, like, of course, daily videos showing every, you know, every page that I make, but I may put some pictures along, you know, throughout July. Not every day, but I may put some pictures of some of the pages that I do over on my Instagram page, which is Purple Zinnia Creations, and you can follow me over there if you want to see a few of those. And then also I'm doing the camp I was telling y'all about with Rebecca Hoot. She's on Instagram, she's on YouTube as well. Her camp starts July 9th, I think. But she's got intro videos coming July 1st, explaining about it and everything. And so I've already got my packet and everything, and I'm going to be doing that. I think it's from the 9th through the 28th or something. It's roughly 3 weeks long. Anyway, it's the Anne of Green Gables Katie's World Camp. I'm going to be doing that. I may throw some pictures of that on my Instagram as well. And my next video probably will be when I get my Papertess order. I'll show all of that, show how I'm going to use it, show my setup. That's probably going to be my next video. So Again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and also subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you.